this because my booming voice shall prevail. You ready? Zoom going?
Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to start the, open the Woodstock Zoning Board of Appeals meeting for October 24th, 2024. Do I have a second? Favor?
Aye.
Okay, establishing a roll call for quorum. Gordon Went.
Martin Mills.
We have a quorum. Are there any changes or additions to the meeting agenda for tonight?
No.
Okay, I would like to submit minutes for September 26, 2024 and October 10th, 2024. Do I have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, ayes have it. We have one public hearing tonight, and moving forward, we're going to go right to it. ZBA case 2419, application of Deborah and Greg Lapp, as represented by Todd Zigward, Swigard. I got a little dyslexia. Swigard at 206 Overbrook Road, Dover Plains, New York, 12552, for property located at 21 Cedar Way, Woodstock, New York, 12498. A 0.83 acre parcel located within R15 zoning district for a variance from zoning law of the town of Woodstock, Article 4, area and bulk regulations, modification required yard, section 260-26B1A, as modified by section 260-26A for a 28.5 foot infringement into a 50-foot required front yard setback in order to add a 747 square foot addition to a dwelling. Mr. Swigert, would you like to step up and
Sure.
give us your narrative here, presentation?
Sure. Should I speak into the
Yes.
microphone?
Yeah, I think it's,
Is that for
I guess it helps.
anyone who's?
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, we
And
do
for,
have somebody online.
and for posterity.
I just wanted to ask, should I be allowing everyone to see the drawings, or
Well,
is it
just for
really
now, you're
just?
presenting to the board.
Okay,
Go to-
all right. So, yes, my name is Todd Swigard. I'm the architect for Deb and Greg Lapp. And I am here tonight to request the approval of a variance for the project. And I would like to take you through the site plan and the drawings for the addition to their home. A little bit, and then answer any questions you have. One question I have is, will you be making a decision about that this evening, or
No.
do you get back to it?
No,
Okay,
we always, we take time to
okay, no problem.
craft a decision, so.
Okay, not a problem. So a little bit of introduction. The home is an old hunting, it has been added to a couple of times over the years, and began as a hunting cabin. I believe in the 1800s, the original part of the building was built and has been added to a couple of times. So the current condition, you can see on the site plan, has a series of, okay, thank you. So it's a corner lot on Glasgow and Cedar Way. The home enters off of Cedar Way. The driveway going to the carport is right here. It's not really a driveway, just a gravel area. And the main house is located here. It has had one addition on it for a bedroom, master bedroom. And then there was a separate building which had been connected to, or it's currently connected by a glass bridge. I'll show you that on the existing condition plan. And then there's one small outbuilding. So we have the house here, the carport, space between the guest house in the rear and the storage barn. So Deb and Greg have decided that they'd like to make this home their permanent residence. And in order for the house to function for them, we are going to have to do some renovations. In particular, the kitchen is very small. It's certainly inadequate. And the ceiling height of that portion of the house, which is not serving them, is very low. Greg's very tall, so they're looking to make some changes in order for this house to work. So here you can see a floor plan of the portion of the house that we're proposing to remove. Right now, including a small front porch. Let me jump to the variance for a moment. The existing house, the setback line from Cedar Way, which is so that from the center line of Cedar Way, 50 feet back, it would be this line here. As you can see, almost the entire home is forward of that setback line, just a little bit on the back. This piece is behind. So our intention is to remove the portions of the house that don't work for them, put back a new portion, essentially in the same area, but enlarging it as.
On this, so which is the portion you're removing if you just sort the area?
See,
generally?
right there. See
Like
that
that
there?
side? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Right there. And so now one thing that's a little confusing, I would say, about the brief that you read is that even though the addition is 747 square feet, we're actually removing 300 square feet, putting back 747. So what we're asking for, if it matters, is an additional 474.
Well, it's good to know.
Okay, but I mean, the only thing the variance is required for a variance is the fact that we'll be building next to essentially a pre-existing non-compliant condition. And then because the addition has to be where it has to be for the house, we would also be going over that line. So that's the permission we're asking. So back to,
Is the footprint gonna be the same?
no, the footprint's enlarged.
Enlarged.
And I'll show you that. So this is the existing house, and we're highlighting the portion that we're going to be removing. The front porch. Did you guys get to see the?
Yeah, we have the pictures, yes.
Okay, so if you've seen the photos, you have a better idea of what I'm talking about. The front porch, this entrance hall, the kitchen, the entire kitchen is this little piece right here. And a bathroom. And then the hallway essentially that connects to the original house. And then there is a glass covered walkway that takes you back to this other outbuilding, and then there's a deck. So that's what we're proposing to remove.
Okay.
And what we're proposing to put back is so right here, the shaded walls are the new, and here is the existing. We didn't draw the whole, that bedroom is back here, but there's nothing.
Oh, so you're building in the same area where you're.
Building in the same area between the carport, which is here, the house, which is here. We're removing the front porch and not putting it back. Instead of putting it here, we're tucking it around to the side so that we don't have to project any further than the existing front wall. I thought that was a good idea, given that we are quite close. And given that they're always entering from parking here, walking this way. So they come onto this new porch, enter in, and essentially there's an area for Greg's piano. He's a musician. There's a little entry hall. You come around to an adequately sized kitchen, not huge, but works well for them. And then you can connect to the existing living room or a smaller version of that glass covered connection that has doors on both sides that allows them and primarily their dogs who live here to really get through and go to the rear yard, which is fenced in. So that's quite similar to what was there before, a little bit smaller, a larger kitchen, a little bit larger entry hall. Oh, and I forgot to mention the small office for Deb, who is a writer, and she can kind of hide away and when she wants a little privacy and right there. So the whole thing now, including this, is the 747. The additional to the existing condition is about 474.
Gotcha.
This is, it's only a one-story addition. I'll show you the elevations. We're just highlighting, we showed a second level because above the bathroom is going to be a mechanical space, and above the washer dryer is going to be a storage space. So elevations. Show you that. Any questions so far?
No.
Okay. So here is the existing condition. Looking at the front, there's the porch, dining room, bedroom, what we're doing is removing the front porch. We're taking this roof volume plane and continuing it exactly over to the end. This covered, which makes the covering for the end, the porch. This is the new door. And then behind that, set back, we'll be raising to a south-facing shed-style roof, which faces south, so that they can do solar panels if they so choose in the future. That's not a part of the proposal. This is the existing carport here. You can see the little bit of Deb's office sticking out. So the total height of proposed is 1411, which, again, no variance required, no under height. And then to show you the other elevations, and then we're adding a new window. We're proposing a contrasting vertical siding to create a balance between the old and the new. So this would be looking from the north. This is the dining and bedroom existing. So you can see this is the high side of the addition, 2 clear-story windows and the roof overhang, and then there's a taller window on the back once you get beyond the bedroom. So this is existing, this is coming down, this is going up. That's the glass connection to, and this is the previous one. Ours is actually lower. Then this would be looking, this is a view you don't actually see because the carport would be right in front of that. Right, but just to explain it, so that's the office projecting like a bay window of sorts. This is the windows in the kitchen, and then some clear story above to capture some nice light. This is the corner of the kitchen facing the rear yard with a large window, and that's the shed roof. And the last elevation, looking from the east, from the west on the back, is a simple, no windows on the back because of the guest house. That's a section through the connector. You have to step down 2 steps to get to that other building. And then that's on the oblique, that's the same corner of the kitchen and the little office sticking out. And that's the existing. So those are the elevations. And that's really my presentation. Are there any questions?
My question is this. So you're asking for, I don't know exactly what is it, 29 foot?
28.5.
28 and a
Okay,
half
that's good.
feet would be the amount that it is
You need a variance for the front yard.
front yard.
So what is it now? Do you know what it is?
Well, you're not going past the front of what's existing.
Okay, so,
They're not coming anymore.
Oh, you're saying
Well-
how close are we? I believe we're about 27 feet, I think is the,
okay, so it's
distant-
pretty close.
it's one of those
Right.
bungalows that are quite
Mhm.
close.
Yeah.
Cedar Way is.
Well,
from my-
actually, with the roof overhang, you'll decrease some of it.
Right. That's right. The front porch is going away. So we're picking up.
You're not moving closer to the road.
No,
We're moving no closer to the road, which I felt was, somewhat in response to the variance.
and it actually jigs back a little bit, so you're actually going back with it
Yeah.
about 6 feet
As
or
much
so
as we could, yeah.
into the new porch.
Yeah. The trick was that they didn't want to have to get to the dining room. Only going, if we didn't come out to here, we could only get to the dining room by going through the living room. And it's actually a kind of a, not a huge, and that just didn't have good flow. So we had to come out in order to, that's not even a doorway, that's a pass through. This is the door. So, that was important to
So
them.
Todd, this the most lowermost line on the, that's where the existing house line is now.
Right there, yeah,
So so it's not going any further and it's going back there.
and it's going back.
Back there. So
Yes.
it's recessing.
Yes, pretty much in line with the carport.
You already got it? I'm due. So I'll take one soon enough.
Okay.
Yeah. You can, you
I
can
wanted-
have, you can have Mr. Tenson's next week, next meeting,
Sure.
the hotel.
Oh, boy, I love those.
All right, I don't have any, other- I don't have any questions. So thank you for a very nice presentation, Mr. Swigart.
Thank
And,
you.
we have 62 days to render a decision. We try to do it quicker unless
How
we
many- how
run
many days?
62.
Okay.
We try to do it within 2 weeks of the, with our next meeting, but it depends on our caseload and that, and if we have any questions, or if there's any problems, we stumble on. So, but Jude here will be doing a site visit. Does
Probably
she need
just
to
do-
contact?
I
huh?
think I just do drive by. I don't think I. need
Yeah,
to.
because you
You
can
don't
see it
need to
right from
be
the
there.
road, so.
Okay.
So she'll just do, do a drive-by,
Great.
because it's, everything's right there, so.
Okay.
I do have one request. Do you have this in a PDF by any chance that you can send me? And then I can send it to the other members that can come today?
Okay.
And then I'll print it out and just stick it in
All right.
the file as well. Awesome. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you.
Perfect.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks
Good
again.
night.
Good night.
So, well, we are gonna read, I don't know if you want to stay for it, I don't know if the public's gonna speak on it, so we open it to the public to speak, so. If you might want to stick around. I don't know if they're gonna speak on, we'll find out in a minute.
Okay. No, I
Would
won't.
you like to read the contiguous neighbors?
Judy Nash, 2325 Glasgow in Woodstock, Jacqueline Barrett and Mark Giordano, 64 Lower Birdcliff Road, Tom and Annie Pacheco, 13 Cedar Woodstock, Jessica Lunt, 16 Cedar in Woodstock, Michelle Kasner, 160 Riverside Drive, apartment 16B in New York, Melinda Woolsey, 2312 Glasgow, Terrence and Linda Lover, 2314 Glasgow, and Harmon Ringelman, 2318 Glasgow Turnpike. We
Okay.
received no
No
communication.
communication from any of those people? Okay, we don't open it to the public here. Does anybody wish to speak on this?
I have nothing to.
Okay, so with that, we're going to close the public hearing.
I want to make sure that the Zoom person doesn't.
They can't.
They can't,
It's for
they
listening
can't share
purposes
anymore.
only.
Yeah, we
Okay.
don't, that's just for viewing and
Yep.
posterity. It's perfectly fine.
Mhm.
So with that, we're gonna close the public hearing, and as, I gave you the rundown.
Okay.
And you can always check on, was it November 14th is our next meeting?
Yes.
You can always call on the 15th and see if we voted on it, or you can check on the Zoom meeting. You don't have to come here, if you want to check on
Was that the
Zoom.
procedure you vote at the next meeting?
That would be the soonest we would vote on this one.
Yeah, okay.
And then, and you can look on the town agenda to see if it's up for,
Okay.
and if it's up there, sometimes, we may not vote on it for one reason or another, but usually it goes through if we have a decision written. So that'll be posted 24 hours before. So you should know by the 13th whether we've
Mhm.
put up a decision.
Okay.
And I'll give you an
Because in
idea.
November, we only meet that one Thursday, because the following November, the following Thursday for our meeting would be Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So if nothing is rendered then, it would be then for December 10th, I think.
But yeah, you can check on the town website on the 13th.
But you can always call Maureen on
And yeah,
on the 13th.
Thanks so much.
I love her on Zoom, one of your neighbors,
Yes.
and she gave us thumbs up.
Oh, I saw. There she is. Okay, thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
So,
Have a good night.
with that, I would like to close the public hearing. Do I have a second? All in favor?
Hi.
Okay, so we've closed the public hearing for 2419, and with that, I would like to recess ZBA case 2419. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Hi.
Very good. Okay, so with that, we have one decision outstanding. All right, anybody like to open up ZBA case 2417? Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Hi.
Okay, would anybody, has everybody, you read the decision? Do you have any questions on it, on what
No.
we've done? So everybody's good with this, so with that, we'll read the resolution. Based upon the standards and consideration of area variances and conditional upon compliance with stated representations, area variances from the zoning law of town of Woodstock, Article 4, area and bulk regulations, modification required yards, section 260, 26B, 3A for a 20-foot infringement into a minimum required 50-foot front yard setback in order to construct a 30 by 32 two-car garage studio is hereby granted, subject to all the requirements of the zoning law of town of Woodstock, New York State real property law, and all other applicable laws, codes, and regulations. Vote is as follows: Gordon Wen, aye. Stiglione absent. Judith Salado.
Hi.
Pellet, absent. Martin Mills.
Aye.
Stephen Todd, absent. Okay, so the resolution is adopted by a vote of 3 in favor, 0 opposed, 3 absent, and none abstaining. Okay, so before I close it, I'll just John Hancock on this. 424. Okay, so with that, I would like to close the ZBA case 2417. Do I have a second?
Second.
In favor?
Aye.
Okay. So is there anything else for the board tonight?
Yes. Read your agenda.
Excuse me?
Very important. Read the other on the agenda.
Applications,
Mhm.
attached decision.
Okay.
Other. Make a motion to adjourn. When is this gonna be?
Yes.
Oh, okay, surprise. And then- Okay, I see, very good. I'd like to make a motion to return the unused escrow, the amount of $5,007.50 plus interest to Berserkers LLC, Craig Leonard, ZBA case number 2411. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, ayes have it. Escrow returning.
Thank you.
I just have to trust you on the interest. Okay. All right, so with that, we'll have one case. That's all we have set for the next,
Correct.
that's
Tim
Vegas
Townsend.
2420, Tim Tenson.
Mhm.
I'd like to just maybe put it before the board. I've done some work for Tim. So out of just caution, I probably accuse myself, and since I'm sort of on the way out anyway, it might be a good idea not to get involved with that one.
Yeah.
So, and that's just that was a house I worked on. They had a fire and I helped
Yeah.
do the adjustment with the insurance with that. That's right across from the theater. You know the place?
The house shook when it exploded.
That was where Nick Henson. So, they pulled them out of it. Yeah. So,
Peter Walker.
Hmm?
Was it in there too? Peter Walker.
yeah, no, I don't, Peter wasn't living there, no. No, that was Peter had a fire too,
Oh,
2 years back. I did handle that. Okay, so just wanted to get that out of the way. And with that, without further ado, I'd like to adjourn tonight's meeting. Do I have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Thank you all.
You had on the agenda discussion about the,
Was removed.
Nope.
uh,
Yeah, not, it was kind of at a